Okay, here's your video for lesson 5 for Noteflight. For lesson 5, we're going to be using lesson 4 and building something on top of that. What you'll do is you'll open your lesson 4 assignment that you've already finished, and we're going to use that for lesson 5, okay? So what we're going to do is we've created our drum part basically with our bass drum, snare drum, and our cymbal drum. So we're going to add a melody on top of that. So we're going to add another instrument. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to add another instrument on top of that. So first we're going to go up to parts right here and click on that. And then down here, so this is all the instruments that we have in our piece of music. So we're going to add another instrument. So add part, click on that. And it gives you a big long list. There's lots and lots of things to choose from. We are going to go to where it says pitched percussion. So that's like xylophones, those kinds of things, percussion instruments that have different notes, that have pitches. And we can open the list. Okay, and I'm going to pick marimba, which has a really nice sound. So let's pick marimba. We're not going to pick marimba grand staff. That gives you basically right hand and left hand, but we're just going to do marimba right here. Okay, so pick that, click OK, and then you can see it adds another part down at the bottom. Okay, now I want to put this up on the top so that our melody is the top part, okay, just for the way it looks. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on marimba and I'm going to drag it up. Sorry, I'm going to click on marimba and then I'm going to click up to the top. Okay, and that moved it up to the top. So you click on the instrument and then you click up to the top spot with the arrows. Okay, just had to pause while we had our announcements this morning. So back to it. So we've got our marimba part at the top. So now we're going to use some of the triads, which we've been talking about, how we make triads using the C major scale. And we're going to use that to compose a melody. And we're going to follow this same pattern, A, B, A, C, just like we did down here, where A and A are the same and B and C are different, okay? So if we look over here, and you can use this on the videos to remember your notes, so you can pause the video right here if you need to look at this screen. Okay, so it has all the notes on the different lines and spaces of our music staff, okay? And so we make a triad by skipping up the notes C, E, G, or D, F, A, or F, A, C, or G, B, D, and so on. Okay, so you can use this to help you remember how to make your triad and where the notes go. All right, so back here, I'm going to start easy. I'm going to use a C major triad for this line here. And I'm going to make a pattern. So what I'm going to do, if I could make it really simple like that, C, E, G, E, but I want to make the melody a little bit more interesting, don't I? So maybe I'll make it a dotted quarter note, okay? And then maybe I jump up to G, and then, you know what? I'm going to repeat that syncopated pattern again. So I'm going to make another dotted quarter note, and then I'm going to go up to G again. So the rhythm is tam, T, tam, T. So syncopated patterns that we've been putting on our bass, okay? So I'm going to pause the video so I don't run out of time, and I'm going to make my 4-bar melody pattern, and then you'll see it when I'm done. Okay, so I've made my 4-bar pattern. So before we listen to it, let's look at it. So A, it's the same, okay? And B and C are similar, but not exactly the same. They're related, but they're different. So I made some changes to C. Okay, and I've used some syncopated patterns, dotted quarter notes and eighth notes. I've used my T-ta T patterns here, okay, to make things interesting. And you'll notice that I didn't just always stick to the same order C, E, G. Here I go C and jump up to G and then down to E, back up to G. Here is E, E, G, high C, G. Okay, so let's listen to what this sounds like. Here we go. Okay, so I like that. So that's great. So I made one melody using a C major triad, using those notes. So now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to make a different 4-bar pattern using a different triad. Okay, so you'll have, so we'll go back here and this time, maybe I'll try a minor triad. So I'm going to try E minor, E, G, B are the three notes I'm going to use. E, G, B. E, G, B. Okay, so I'm going to use those notes. So I'm going to pause and make my melody, and then you'll see what I've done. Okay, so I'm finished my melody using B minor, so B, E, G. Or I'm sorry, E minor, E, G, B. I'll say it again. E, G, B, E minor. Okay, so here's A. So A is the same. Okay, and B and C are related but different. Okay, and so I decided to do some 16th note pattern melodies. So I've got E, E, G, G, E, E, B, B, E, G, B, E, E, B, B, G, B, B, G, G, E. E, E, G, G, E, E, B, B, E, G, B, E, E, B, E, E, B, 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 G, G, E. Let's listen to it. Okay, so we've done 1, 2. Now on your lesson 4, you will have completed your own part here with your own drum part. So you'll have 2 more drum parts. So I want you to pick 2 more triads. So different triads, different notes. Maybe you pick G for one. Maybe you do D minor. Maybe you do F major. Okay, so using the 3 notes with some interesting rhythms, creating an A, B, A, C pattern. So by the time you're done the level, you'll have done 1, 2 with my examples, and then 3, 4 with the rhythms that you created yourself. Okay, and when you're done all that, you can save and send it to me. Okay, thank you very much.